Today Ash will be heading to the Hissing Waste, but first we stopped over in the Western Approach just to wrap up a few quests here.
You truly are content to sit in the sun, never wondering what you could have been, never fighting back.
You've got it all wrong, Chuckles. This is fighting back.
How does passively accepting your fate constitute a fight?
In that story of yours, the fisherman watching the stars, dying alone, you thought he gave up, right?
Yes.
But he went on living. He lost everyone, but he still got up every morning. He made a life, even if it was alone. That's the world. Everything you build, it tears down. Everything you've got, it takes. And it's gone forever. The only choices you get are to lie down and die or keep going. He kept going. That's as close to beating the world as anyone gets.
Well said. Perhaps I was mistaken.
Best frickin' banter in the game. Varric is just so wise. Love these guys. There was nothing to indicate this place was built over an old Deep Roads entrance. They're a darkspawn, alternatively we could use you as a distraction service.
Venatori. They've been excavating. I take it breaking into darkspawn tunnels wasn't part of the plan.
Darkspawn and Venatori. Aren't we lucky?
That explains how the Venatori escaped the Darkspawn.
Someone must have been coordinating their efforts. I doubt they stuck around to fend off Darkspawn.
What will his masters do when they learn his efforts here failed, I wonder?
We'll be right back. Take care of this other guy. Service is looking for a new job, huh? Experience with mercenary crews, looking for employment in a less arid climate away from the Inquisition. Well, sorry, bud, but you're gonna get even closer to the Inquisition. What? Oh, it must be down there. It's probably a bottle. We'll come back for it. Let's deal with this guy.
Still breathing. He's resilient, I'll give him that.
What are you thinking, Inquisitor?
Have some of the troops bring him in. I'll deal with him back at Skyhold.
Okay, let's regroup at Skyhold, do this judgment, and then we'll head to the Hissing Waste.
Before you is Service of the Minrathous Circle of Magi. You met him and his Venatori in the Western Approach. He admits to working for Corypheus, raising monsters, and using magic for conquest. He also used his connections to smuggle magical artifacts out of the Approach, without his master's consent.
You stole from Corypheus? I don't know whether that's stupidly brave or bravely stupid.
I was hired by a third party. I've no loyalty to him. Might you find that useful, your worship?
I'm sorry, are you attempting to bargain with us?
Bargain? I plead. I throw myself on your mercy. I also have friends in Tevinter who owe me large debts. Leave what happened in the approach behind us, Inquisitor, and I can put them all at your disposal.
Okay, why service kinda... Nope, okay, focusing. Gonna keep you on as a smuggler, not because of your piercing eyes.
Someone who can smuggle magical artifacts to Tevinter and back shouldn't be wasted on court diplomacy. Bring those artifacts back to the Inquisition. Procure something really useful and we might loosen the shackles.
Your worship knows value when she sees it. I won't disappoint.
And now on to the waste.
Any luck charting the area?
I did what I could, your worship. This space has nothing but... space. If there's nothing valuable here, I say let Corypheus have it.
I'm sure there's something deadly and enchanted and so on underneath all this sand.
I did find something for you. Old dwarven ruins, on the surface. Impossible, but there you go. The Red Templars are digging them out, with Venatori supervision.
Whatever they want, we must beat them to it.
I just saw Red Templars heading northwest to here. They might be a good start. I found this map on a dead one. Maybe it shows where they're headed. Good luck.
All right, lots of dwarven ruins to discover and word puzzles to solve. I thought about bringing Varric, but it's been a while since Aislin brought Bull along, and he has some good stuff to say about the area too. So, yeah, let's go explore. Ah, fellow hunter.
It's a pleasure to see a new face. Watch out for those Tevinter mages. They aren't so kindly as Hunter Mag, which is me.
Why come out here for game? What do you hunt?
Not game. I bring back fine furs and shiny teeth they cut and sew in Orlais. I'm not the only hunter here. Val Royal's always hungry for the best. You can make a fortune feeding that beast. Quillback spines, for example. All the fashion for men's hats last winter.
Anything I should look out for?
Watch out if you have to fill your water skins. There's more monsters than normal staking out the oasis.
Do you know what the Venatori mages are doing here?
Arguing amongst themselves, mostly. I think they're trying to find a way inside that tomb with the two statues. It's locked tight as far as I can tell.
Farewell.
Keep your water handy.
Well, Harding was right about the space. Moon's pretty, though.
Well, it doesn't want for sand.
That's an understatement.
A similar fate awaits any who linger here too long.
Just imagine. Crawling all that way, dying of thirst. Oh look, the well's dry.
Yeah, let's not linger. More creepy Venatori mumbling.
We're setting up camp here.
I'll presume they wanted to do more than sing cheerful songs and roast some nugs.
Let's find out.
Okay, so the tombs were built before the first blight. Interesting. Take archers with you, those spiders in the canyon. Set up watch in higher ground, Sunstop Mountains. We'll check that out next. Can't loot that. So these puzzles are basically just poems that are mixed up and we have to put them in the right order. Ash would probably figure out pretty fast that they're somewhat repetitive with a word from the previous line used in the next line, and then it's really just about logical order. Would we even really call that a puzzle? I don't know. Anyways, let's read these slates. So this is the tale of Farewell, father of two sons. That seems like an introductory verse. Cool. Father of two sons, and for loss, no. Who, against their father's wishes. Okay, yep, so it's about the two sons, and it ends with the words, foolish pride. For pride these halls were made, so again, that repetitive thing, and it ends with, and grieve his loss. And so I'm assuming the last verse will have the word loss in it. Yep, and for loss these halls were made to honor a brother mourned. Cool.
Hello. Burial chamber, I think.
On to the next tomb.
You seemed remarkably comfortable at the Winter Palace Ball.
I do my best.
You didn't knock over a single priceless statue or fart even once near the dessert table.
That you know of.
I'm surprised you never spent time in the Tevinter courts. They would adore you.
I did. After a while, the saddle just got too heavy.
I can't believe I was in the Fade. Physically.
You think that is an achievement of which to be proud?
It's the second time that's been done in all of history. That's not nothing, Solus.
In all of human history?
The Fade is still a mystery to us humans, yes. Probably always will be.
Perhaps it's best it remain that way.
Yikes, a little tiff there. They really weren't kidding about the spiders. Okay. After many years, Farewell, greatest of paragons, could not bear life's burden. Maybe this picks up more or less? Okay, good. Cannot bear life's burden. And with the burden growing, he called his sons. He bade each son swear he would take care of his brother. And then something about brothers. And the brothers swore and mourned when their father returned to the stone.
This stonework is old. And I don't mean just a couple ages old. We're talking old.
How can you tell?
You think we don't have dwarven ruins up in Parvalen? My old Tomasrin saw this place. She'd rope it off until the scholars counted the grains in every block.
Solus, what's this whole look of yours about?
I'm sorry.
No, that outfit is sorry. What are you supposed to be, some kind of woodsman? Is this a Dalish thing?
Hey.
Don't you dislike the Dalish? Or is it some kind of statement?
No.
Well, it says apostate hobo to me.
To be fair, Solus did read Dorian about his outfit when they were in the Oasis, so... yeah, you know, Ash's partner and her best friend are getting along great.
Do you use spirits as servants, Solus? You'd have no trouble capturing them.
No. They are intelligent living creatures. Binding them against their will is reprehensible.
How much will do they have? They're amorphous constructs of the Fade. There's no harm in putting them to constructive use. And most mages back home treat them well.
And any that show magical talent are freed, are they not?
What? Spirits don't have magical talent?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about your slaves.
What a relaxing stroll we're all having. Not antagonistic at all.
We have a Ben Hasrath with us. A spy, an actual Canary spy. That doesn't strike anyone as a bad thing?
Says the Vint, when we're fighting, Vince.
That's not a terrible point. Okay.
At least he can admit when he's wrong. It's a respectable trait.
The stars will guide us out of here. I hope.
The strife that destroyed Tig sundered houses from weapons that clan used against clan. Not that one. Maybe that one might be last. The surface where they would hide from the war that took their homes. No. Tyrell Paragon fled from the strife his brilliance created. Probably that one first. His own clan and his 2 sons followed Farrell. No, okay, so... Farrell, strife. Does one have strife in it? No, surface. So this one must be the one with strife. Yeah. Weapons clan use against clan. And that means then it's this one, I think. Yep, clan. And then this is the last one.
Why are the Venatori the first ones out here?
Corypheus must have put them on the scent.
No, I mean, why isn't Orlais or Ferelden sending scholars to learn how to make a building that lasts 1,000 years? This is real engineering. None of this. We'll get a maid to lift that block crap Tevinter does.
Well, pardon us. Does that noise ever stop?
Well, it's sand blowing on sand, in a place full of wind and sand.
Thank you. That makes so much more sense now.
You are not Talvashoth, Iron Bull. Not really.
Well, that's a fucking relief.
You are a man who made a choice. Possibly the first of your life.
I've always liked fighting. What if I turn savage, like the other Talvashoth?
You have the Inquisition. You have the Inquisitor. And you have me.
Thanks, Solus.
Oh, that was actually so sweet. It's been kind of negative around here, so it's nice to hear some kindness. And now we can celebrate our friendship by killing some demons together. she's coming, Bull. Hold on. Mages, a little barrier would be nice. There we go. Okay. Not too bad. Good job, guys. These are very spaced out from one another. I feel like I'm gonna forget what they say in between. Pharaoh's sons built monuments to their father, locking away... What's that? Locking away his great works. Great works. Sounds like the first one, maybe? Fingers crossed? Oh, okay, good. So, great works. And worked together for a time side by side, each ruled half the tide. Works, kind of. It makes sense. Logically, chronologically, too. Where is the fourth one, though? Each ruled, yep. So they ruled half the tide, ruled differently. Which, here it is. Means this one is the last one. And where one brother fell, the other raised bloodied axe. Got it.
Seriously, look at this place. Know why it lasted so long? Siege mentality. It may be above ground, but the old dwarves built this city like a mountain might fall on it.
When did you study architecture?
You learn a few things about walls after knocking enough of them down.
Shantakafas, don't you ever bathe?
Sometimes. You want to watch, don't you?
I'd rather stand upwind.
Human sweat smells like pork that's been sitting in the sun. Just saying.
Their flirting is so bad. Last one. But in the sand was stone, strong and true. And with his son's help, he ensured the tide prospered and grew. Does this one rhyme? The sun burned above oceans of sand. Which one is first? Peril hewed the stone and built as great as any tide in the deep. Maybe this one? Oh, I was wrong. Sorry.
That wasn't the right solution.
Whoopsies. At least we got some fire essence. Sweet. Let's try this again. Okay, so not this one first. Stone built as great. But in the sand was stone, strong and true. I'm gonna guess this one. The sun burned above oceans of sand. And then sand was in this one, I think. Yeah, in the sand was stone, strong and true. And then maybe this one, because it's about the stone. And then this one. What's in this one?
We're going to waltz inside and pick up what's there.
Are you objecting?
Nah, better us than the Venatori. Think about what's missing in these tombs, though.
What?
I've got a theory. Let's find the last one.
Let's open up the big one. begin.
What is that?
Dragon. Gotta be.
Oh, yeah. So, a translation. From the stone, have no fear of anything, but the stoneless sky betrays with wings of flame. Why was it part of an ancient crest? Why were these dwarves so worried about a monster they'd never see that they worked it into their weapons? This place becomes more impossible every day. Have I shown Ash fighting a dragon yet? I don't think so. I've been holding on to that. She's been fighting all of them. I've just been skipping it in the episodes, but let's do it. Why not? So Ash's strategy with dragons is to ground and pound. She doesn't have any ranged abilities, so she likes to get up close. Luckily, I don't think this one flies. And then hit Horn of Valor frequently, so as long as the party's doing damage, they'll have some guard. Plus, of course, Charging Bull to close the distance and get out of the way of any swinging limbs. And that's about it.
There's our dragon.
Sorry to disturb your sleep. Gotta move. Stupid tree. Oh, it's gonna happen again. Too busy taunting. Gosh, did Ash finally get the last hit on an enemy? This never happens.
I hope it doesn't bother you to travel alongside a Vint.
That what you are? You people all kinda look the same to me.
I'm also a mage. Would you prefer me bound and leashed?
I'd buy you dinner first.
Hopefully before you sewed my mouth shut.
Depends how much you keep yapping.
Oof. Maybe not the healthiest relationship there. This looks so much like the entrance to Orzammar. Just missing some Paragon statues and some snobby nobles.
I've never seen a rune like this before. Is this what the Venatori were after?
Probably. Good job.
Earlier, you said something was missing from these tombs.
Pits, arrow traps, anything to stop us besides a door. They thought the guy buried here was so important no one would ever think of robbing him.
That's ridiculous.
I know. It's downright Kunari.
Alright, I am done with all this sand. I'm feeling snow next.